Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Red Devil Circle. I hope you all doing okay. This Friday night, I hope you dared to go out there and do great things and have fun. Um, we all know that we do work a lot sometimes, and once it gets to Friday, you get a bit of free time to attend to family and to attend to other things. So I hope you all are doing great in all of that aspect. But we are gonna give you a foretaste here on the Red Devil Circle to the Crystal Palace game. Obviously, we've played them before and we did beat them pretty good in the Carabao Cup. But this is gonna be a different game. They're gonna have a lot of players back in the team, which I think will be a lot stronger team compared to what we faced back in the Carabao Cup. So yeah, let's get into what um, the team should look like, what we think the team should look like, and predicted lineup or what Ten Hag should do in this game to save us another disgraceful performance. We know we're having a lot of injuries right now. And Fabricio just posted an update on Regulon, on Sandro Martinez. There's a lot of injury going on, but there were also positives a couple of days ago. Manu returning back to training, uh, stuff like that. So yeah, obviously Anthony is also reported to be coming back to training and available for selection, but he hasn't trained in a while, right? And with the whole allegations and things going on around him, I don't think he's going to be able to play yet. I don't think he'll be put back in the team or available for selection during the game tomorrow. But things happen in football, right? This is the time where the manager has to come and show some balls and make selections to cover up the injury and whatnot. So he should be able to deal with this situation. He's the manager. It's quite sad that Reguilon is out because he's been a real lifeline for the team out there. He's put in his a good work ethic. He's been doing great. So yeah, let's see how we can adjust to this injuries and everything, all the shit housery that's going on in at Manchester United club. Um, as per usual, right? You have to say as per usual, but it's our fate. But yeah, let's get into it, right? So if you've been following Manchester United, you definitely know that we like to Ten Hag likes to play in the 4-2-3-1 formation, and I don't know if that hasn't exactly yielded a lot of results for us this season, good results for us this season. But dating back to the last season and whatnot, that's Ten Hag's go-to formation. That's the style of play he likes to use. He's not a manager that goes out there and adjusts his game style in the middle of the game. He hasn't really done much of that. He just kind of tends to change personnels and whatnot. But um, this is a tricky one. We have injuries, so he has to step up his in-game management as well as try to adjust to what's going on around the team because we need a manager that knows what the fuck he's doing and that's gonna be able no matter what life gives you, right? When life gives you lemons, you make a lemonade. And he's getting paid to make that lemonade, so he might as well fucking do that, right? So this is how on the 4-2-3-1, this is how I think he's gonna go going into the Crystal Palace game tomorrow. Obviously Onana standard at the back. There's no real replacement for Onana there. He's always going to be there. He didn't make any mistakes last game, which is progress. So yeah, he's going to be in the goal. I have no qualms with that. All right. And then on the left is where it gets tricky on the left back position. Because if we're going to play the 4-2-3-1, which I don't think we should, I personally I liked what we went out there with against Crystal Palace in the Carabao Cup. It was three center backs, right? Three at the back, right? We played a 3-4-2-1. We played a 3-4-2-1. It was Baran, Maguire, Dallo, and they just tend to switch around during the game there, and we had a lot of cover in the middle because we're playing four in the midfield, right? And we we had a more compact midfield in that sense. But if you're playing a 4-2-3-1, then it gets tricky because you don't get as much compactness, as much structure or togetherness in the midfield. The midfield is not compact as you will get in a 3-4-2-1. So um, I think he should switch it up, just like he did with the formations during the Carabao Cup, especially with the Regulon injury. But I'm not sure he would do that. As we could tell, he's a very stubborn manager, and he might have tried something different there, but in the Carabao Cup. But I don't think he's gonna stick with it. So with a 4-2-3-1 formation, we'll have Dallo on the right, definitely. I think Lindelof and Varane are going to be the center back pairing. And on the left back position, I think we might see. I don't think. I don't think any youngsters will come in. Any more youngsters will come in into this game apart from Mabry, which have showed that he can put in the work ethic. He can listen to the manager. He can contest for the ball. He's not shying away from tackles or whatnot. He's making those runs. So I don't think we're gonna see any other youngster coming in, but we might have to. Um, the youngster that played during the preseason, Fernandez, he showed some light. He showed some good understanding of the game. So I wouldn't be opposed to that. I wouldn't be opposed to that. I personally would go for that because we don't have our left backs right now. Luke Shaw injured and whatnot, right? Malasia definitely not ready to come back into the team. So what I'll do is I'll rather go for the 3-4-2-1 formation. Just have three we'll have three back pairings, right? We'll have three defenders in the back. But since I think he's going to be doing the 4-2-3-1. Um, I think we're going to have Evans there, and we're going to have Lindelof on the left. I think he'll play Varane, Evans, and then Lindelof on the left, and then Dallo on the right. I don't see why Maguire would come into this game, but you never know. The manager has his own thought process going into the game. But I think that's what he's gonna do. Evans and Varane, and then Chuck Lindelof on the left. Um, as you can tell, when Lindelof came in the 3-4-2-1 formation we played in the Carabao Cup, he he was okay on the left, right? He was good with the ball, but we're not gonna get a lot of overlaps or overlapping runs like we got with Regulon, right? It's gonna be a whole different ball game, which is why I think he needs to switch up the formation because you won't get that pace and recovery when you're getting pressed or sorry when the opposition is under attack, right? When there's a counter attack, right? You won't have Regulon sprinting back to cover or making those overlapping runs to into space for the midfielders to find him and for him to play those crosses into the box for Hoyland and whoever's in there. So that'll be a big miss. Um, maybe it'll be Lindelof, maybe it'll be Fernandez, the youngster. But let's see what he's gonna do with that team because That's the tricky part there. But yeah, moving forward, we're going to play. I think we're going to play Casemiro and Amrabat. It's very clear that should be the midfield option going into this game, especially with all the injuries we have now. We can't afford to drop any more points in the Premier League. So just start your best team, right? Like I always say, you need to put your best team out there to play the game. And it's unfortunate that he can't get over the central issue. I think it's just childish. Really, it's childish from both of them. But also, I think Sancho had a deep reason, a deep lying reason to that decision he made not to not to go out there and apologize. But at the same time, the manager's being backed by the board, right? And maybe he needs to do that. He probably needs to do that and overlook the fact that whatever major fallout that he had with the manager, or um, whatever's making him not want to go say sorry about the situation that's been going on for a while now. I don't know what it is, but it seems pretty big to Sancho, right? He's deeply hurt by it. Clearly, he's deeply hurt by whatever the manager has been doing. I think it's just the fact that the manager never says things as is. He never tells the truth, but I think he needs to drop it at some point because he needs some game time for his career, and sometimes you just have to, I don't know, you just have to deal with those ugly situations, and hopefully there's a light at the end of at the end of the tunnel. So yeah, Amrabat and Casemiro will be in the midfield. I'm pretty sure we are all expecting that, right? And the attack, which is very pivotal to scoring goals. Um, Ten Hag never really gets the right ingredients in the team to really spur that attack on to to do well. He never really picks the right players. He never picks the ball carrying players, the players who take care of the ball and progress with the ball and create chances and whatnot. So that's going to be a tricky one as well. I never trust the manager to pick a good team these days because over the last few games he's shown that he has his favorites. But personally, I'll go with Martial on the left, but we all definitely know that it's going to be Rashford on the left. Can't argue with that. Just move on with it. It's the manager's choice. So Rashford on the left um, instead of Martial, I guess. Um, I think he's gonna go with Mabry. I think he likes Mabry. I think he thinks Mabry like he loves Mabry. He not in that way. He maybe has something that Ten Hag likes about him. I don't exactly see it. I just think he's a real powerhouse and whatnot, and he's a real workhorse. But I think Ten Hag is gonna go for Mabry. In my opinion, I'll stick Fernandez in the middle for that 4-2-3-1 formation, right? I'll stick Fernandez in the middle in his rightful position, um, and on the right should be it should have been Anthony, but Anthony is out, right? We don't really have a lot of options there. So personally, I'll stick Pelestri on the right, but we all know the manager is gonna go with Fernandez on the right, and maybe we'll be in the middle. So yeah, it's just all the simple decisions by the manager that could bite him in the ass, right? If that team goes out and doesn't play well, it's like, why are you doing this? Why can't you just do what's right for the team? Why are you risking losing points in the Premier League? We're getting to the important stages of the season. After 10 games, you can really say, look, this manager should get fired or not. So he needs to he needs to start making the right decisions, or he's gonna get himself a sack. So yeah, I think he's gonna go with Rashford on the left, Fernandez on the right, Maybury in the middle again, like he did, I think against Burnley. So yeah, Haaland definitely is going to start in the forward line. Martial will probably be on the bench, which is not what I think because he played so well in the last game. I think Martial should have started on the left, Palestri on the right. Um, it will be good to see that Martial, Haaland, Lincoln play, just like how Haaland and Garnacho worked out pretty well, because they're players that understand that passing the ball is better than retaining the ball, and then and then those spaces that were available for a good player being closed down because you're not passing the ball soon enough, or you're running into blind alleys and losing the ball, which Rashford does a lot. Even though he gets goals and assists every now and then. So yeah, that's how I think the manager is gonna line up in the 4-2-3-1. If he happens to play the 3-4-2-1, which I think he should do, considering Reguilon's injury, I think that will be a better outlet for us. Especially we're gonna have a more compact midfield. Um, I don't know if we're gonna have Maguire in there like we did last time, but if we're playing a 3-4-2-1, I'm seeing Varane there, I'm seeing Lindelof there, I'm seeing Dallo there, and that'll be better organization in the back, right? All those three, they know ball, so they'll be able to understand each other. They'll be able to pick up the pieces where it's needed. And that's how I'll do it if we're playing the 3-4-2-1. And obviously Casemiro and Amrabat there in the midfield to give us some assurance. Pelestri on the right for me, but yeah, Pelestri on the right, Rashford on the left because that's gonna happen anyway, no matter what we think. Um, then we're going to have Mount and Fernandez if we're playing a 3-4-2-1. So the two behind the striker, I think it should be Mount and Fernandez. So we'll get more creativity for the forward, and then it's between Martial or Hoyland. So that's a better formation for me. Like if you think about it, we need to be more compact. We don't have a lot of players on the bench that will come in and make a great change. I think Donny should start being in the he should be in the equation. Whatever is going on between Donny and the manager or whatnot, because he's leaving. I never understood that statement that he's leaving, and we can't use him because his mind is somewhere else. He's getting paid to do a job, so he should be there in the mix. Going back to the 4-2-3-1, you could stick Donny in the midfield instead of Maybury. I think that would be way much better. Having player with ball sense and ball carrying ability, and um, having Donny in there is way better than having Maybury in there, in my opinion. So that's how I see it. I don't know what the manager's gonna do, but we'll have to hold our breath, or don't, and see what happens in the next few hours. Because this is gonna be a exciting game. Like I said, Crystal Palace is gonna come in stronger for this game. Um, Maybe there'll be some revenge there for the Carabao Cup, and they have better players coming back into the team. So, in my opinion, go with the 3-4-2-1 because of the regular injury. Let's try something different, especially on the attack. I think Rashford shouldn't be there. Um, we can afford to have Fernandez in that team because it's more compact in the midfield. Amrabat and Casemiro still there. Let's find a way to get Donny in the mix as well because we need the numbers right now. Martial should also play a part in this team going forward. For now, because Martial is very unreliable. So yeah, that's how my lineup will look. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments what you think about this lineup. What you think the manager is gonna do. How you feeling about this game? Are we gonna lose? Are we gonna draw? Are we gonna win? Let me know what you think there in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Let's know you like what we're doing out here on the channel, and if you have any ideas, you could always leave a comment and whatnot. I would also appreciate that. Thank you guys for watching. Please let's help us grow this channel. I'll see you guys after the game tomorrow for a quick reaction after the game. Hopefully, it'll be a positive one. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time.